Wonder why it's like this. So I'm on AC. My TX rate is 878, and speed is 1000 Mbps, capital M. That's actually fast, but that's speed to the Wi-Fi router. But I'm not getting any internet from any of these things. I mean, walang pumapasok na signal. Shit, ano ba ito? It's supposed to be live on my actual page, but I can't even copy it because Restream is like doing nothing really. It's not sending data at all. Ayaw. I have to copy this stream to another place para may makakita. The reason why I got this stream is para mangyari yun eh. But it doesn't work. So I have to manually copy it again to the other Facebook pages. And this is what I want to avoid eh. Pero unfortunately, ayaw. Kulit. Masyado makulit itong Restream. It doesn't work. So the promise of streaming to different, including YouTube, doesn't work. It hasn't for a bit, for a, for some time now. Hindi nag-work yung streaming. And have you ever noticed yung Facebook pag nagkita ka, yung walang lumalabas? I mean, pag bukas mo ng FB, Facebook page, pag scroll up mo, walang lumalabas. Siguro sa mobile meron, pero dito sa computer, kahit anong gamitin ko, maghihintay talaga ako bago mag-load pa yung page. Maybe because my Wi-Fi is really slow. My router is old. I haven't replaced it in probably 5 years. So, anyway, so today I'm gonna be palpak grammar. Sandali lang ah. Let's make it suffer some more. Let's make it suffer a little bit more. Wait. Okay. So we're gonna be doing a live in Instagram as well, just because it's fun. Okay, so another perspective, Instagram. I'm gonna do Instagram live. Okay, there it is. Wow, look at that. Okay, wow. I can actually make one of these. Hi. So many filters in Instagram. So nice. So I'm gonna do this broadcast in also live in Instagram only because it's fun. So thank you so much for joining. Let me go live right now. Okay. So my name is Joe Marlario, and you are here with my short discussion on earning online. And the pretext to this show is the truth. So when people say, "Am I earning online?" I'm gonna tell you the truth because almost nobody does. They all just rely on yung bragging, hashtag blessed, and all that stuff. Junk. It's really pure. A lot of it is junk when they brag about working online or earning from the internet. Some truths you need to know. Number one, why am I qualified to do this? Because when I was talking to myself in 2008, 2007. I was probably the only person I knew around who actually wanted to work online. Okay, this is 2008. The internet was like 12 years old, and I spent a lot of time. 12 years na ako nag-internet ng time, and I realized there's gotta be some money to this. Anyway, a lot of people today know, duh, of course you can earn from the internet, duh. But then you ask them, how much are you earning from the internet? They either tell you the truth, which is really crazy because you're not supposed to do that publicly, but maybe it's friend to friend, yeah. Uh, I mean, like, have you ever tried telling your office mate how much you earn? You shouldn't, right? Because there's certain things about jealousy that you can prevent. So you're not supposed to do that. But anyway, if you find somebody bragging how much they earn online, then that usually comes with an agenda that, hey, you might want to join me and stuff like that. But I'm only talking about online earning, not just online sales. Now, that's the difference. If you're selling on the internet, you're in Facebook Marketplace, you have a Lazada store, you have a Shopee store, that's a different story. You probably even have a warehouse. That's a different story. That's one way to earn online. Another one is obviously you're in marketplace and you're selling your old stuff at home and you're getting good money from that. And instead of your old stuff, you buy from Ukay and you send it in marketplace. That's fine. That's also fine. That's another way of earning online. But you know what? The big thing I've learned from earning online is you gotta be open to the possibility of multiple streams. What is that? Multiple streams of income. Because if you just only have one source of income, one source, um, the time will come you're gonna regret it. You're gonna totally regret it. And when I say multiple streams, I don't actually mean, oh, I have 3 sales in Lazada, 3 sales in Shopee, 17 sales personal, and all that stuff. That's not what I mean by multiple sources. What I mean to say is they're actually different from each other. The sales in Lazada is selling a different item, different set of items from the sales in Shopee. And the sales in Shopee is different from the one you sell in Marketplace. That's just for e-commerce. How about services? You should also have a services part in your online earning. Like, do you have a profile in Fiverr, or you're a designer, you're in 99 Designs, and do you get clients there? Are people paying you? Like, there are 5 people paying you right now in Fiverr for this month. Do you have something like that? Now, the reason why that's important is because you need all these small things that add up. You know the Chinese saying na konti kita pero dami? Small profit, but there's a lot of it. There's a lot of small profits happening. And that's actually kind of deceptive because that's not the only thing you should pay attention to. You should also look at, what is it? Um, different sizes of income. For example, you have a virtual assistant job earning you, let's say, 40,000 to 80,000 a month. That's one. So got one, you're great. Got one, you're great. Number two, you have a blog you're running, and that's earning AdSense for you. And let's say it's earning 20,000 a month for you on AdSense alone. That's two. So you have services, VA service, and the blog earning AdSense. And then number three, you also have an Etsy store, and you're selling some of the stuff you've made, handmade or computer made, whichever, and you're selling it in Etsy. Etsy is giving about 5,000 pesos a month. Yes. And you also have, let's say you decided to do a vlog, and in that vlog, you're earning very, very few subscribers pa lang, but their views are kind of high. So let's say you're earning around a little 7,000 in your vlog. So it's just beginning. So 7,000 in Google AdSense as well, on top of the blog earnings. So now you have like 4 sources. And you decide to go to Gumroad and sell some of the skills that you know. You made a course, a very simple email course. You put it in Gumroad, you put it in Udemy, and all those kinds of places, like, you know, e-learning places. And then you earn some income from that as well. Notice, parang you're doing so many things. How can you do that? Well, you do it one at a time, right? You do the easy. You do the easy thing first. You make a blog. And then when you have the right amount of views, then you have AdSense there. Once you have AdSense there, now you can make a vlog, a video blog like this one. And then that, you connect the blog AdSense to that, and so you start earning from 2 sources, the video and the blog. And then once you start learning a different set of skills, then you can add on the other stuff, like, you know, you learn a skill that's valuable in Fiverr. So look at the skills list in Fiverr. Which kind of these skills can I learn in my spare time? Spare time is defined as 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. every day. Okay? Or for people who are totally hopeless, it's like lunchtime, which is totally fine. It's okay. Just eat alone and study. Okay? Study the skills. And you can now add a Fiverr job, which is a temp job, which is like a 3-hour job, 5-hour job. They pay you like $20, $5, $10 a job. And that way you now have your third source of income. Earning online is not about, I'm going to land this big job and stick with it. That's actually the wrong way to go about, because once that single job goes away, just like in your employment, all your income disappears. So what I'm saying is, when you earn online, you need to be open to the multiple streams concept. It's actually required that you're open to the multiple streams of income concept, because it's something that will save you from such a lot of heartache and headache in the future. Okay, so just want to let you know that that's a big deal. The multiple streams of income concept, which used to be such a big deal, right? But right now, you need to make all these assets online, and there are two kinds of assets: the digital assets and this your brain assets. You have to invest in the skills that you can learn. Okay, and we don't have the same quality of time given to us, right? Some of us, we have to work on two jobs. One job is a parent, the other job is a worker, and we still have to balance being a parent and a worker with online jobs. So it's like you're working on three jobs. So it's kind of hard. It's really hard to balance that off. So you have to start with something simple, like making a blog, or talking in a vlog, or just doing a webinar, or sorry, a podcast on your phone. Do something manageable that you can do with your time, especially with the massive traffic nowadays. If you have a nice headphone set, then why don't you just do a show in that, otherwise not moving car, van? I don't know. I don't know if you can do that. But if you are in a car and there's probably just you and somebody else in the car, why don't you do a podcast show during traffic in the car? You can even pull in guests using FaceTime or Facebook or Instagram live, Facebook live, and then you can make an enjoyable effort trying to bear that 4 hour drive home. But you'd have output. You'd had output, and the discussion you do and jokes you give out during that time will help you survive that traffic. The LRT, the train system in the Philippines main city just burned. Well, a station burned, and it's a major station, and they say it's gonna take 9 months to fix it. Probably not true, but it has caused a lot of added traffic to the already number one traffic capital in the world. No longer Jakarta, it's now Metro Manila. So just think about that as an opportunity. Maybe to start a podcast, maybe to start a show, maybe to start tinkering with your phone, and look at the apps that you can use on offline. If you don't have internet in the car or the bus, and just play around with it, right? Play around with these apps, and it's gonna be a wonder what kind of stuff you can do. We actually do video editing on phones nowadays. So when you shoot a video of your vacation, you can just go ahead and edit it using KineMaster or one of those InShots, and just create a nice edit. And maybe if you do spend 4 hours with somebody else driving, like the bus driver, 4 hours, you can edit a lot of footage in 4 hours and still earn. Hey, I edit footage on mobile footage only. I charged $30 for 1 minute of footage. Put that on Fiverr, and you could probably earn from that massive traffic jam. Okay, so it's wonderful. I find this an opportunity for you to learn that stuff. Okay, so that's my message for today. And yeah, earning online should be something you already know about, right? Should be something you've heard about. Yes, it's 2019. You probably heard of that, right? And you should probably decide to give it a shot, because it's still early. If some of you here listening to this is saying, is that real? Is that true? Is that true? Then you've already admitted to yourself that this is still early. This is still early days. So I'm saying, yeah, it's a common thing. It's an ordinary thing for me right now. Oh, let me just tell you all about the reality of earning online in the positive way. So here's the reality. Okay, you don't have an office. Don't have expenses associated with an office. I don't have an office. I don't have expenses associated with a physical office. And since I live in the Philippines, okay, I don't live in some far off country and pretend I'm in the Philippines. I have to live with the fast internet here, but that's fine. I started working online. The internet here was 1 Mbps. Still worked. I was doing webinars at 1 Mbps. Back in the day when webinars were still expensive, I was doing webinars. Uh, I don't go to an office. I also don't have office mates. The expenses of an office I don't incur. Like water, electricity, computer, SSS of everyone, PhilHealth of everyone. I do, however, run a corporation. So the corporation it doesn't have an office per se. It has a home office, okay? And since I run a corporation, I'm telling you, this is the truth. I do pay for people to help me run that corporation, like accountant, bookkeeper, and stuff like that, auditor, okay? I do go to the Bureau of Internal Revenue. I do go to the SSS once in a while, maybe once every 3 months. No, once a year. No, more once a year, not once every 3 months. And I do submit papers there. I could use a messenger, but it's fairly easy for me to do that. And I just watch movies while I'm in the waiting room, which is like chill, man. I mean, it's a nice air conditioned waiting room. I'll just watch a movie, right? While I wait for my turn, right? And it's one of those rare moments that I get to leave the house. That's actually a good point, which a lot of you should be bleeding with envy. I leave the house when I want to leave the house. And when I leave the house, for example, the other day, I forgot the day, sorry. So it's a Friday. I went to two trade shows. Two trade shows. One is free and one is paid. I got a discount. Somebody invited me as an influencer in the homeschool space. Hi, Sean. Hi, Shawnee Girl 82. Hi, Aussie Daza. So I went in the morning very early. I went out very early. I passed by McDonald's for an early breakfast, and I drove 35 minutes to the Bay Area here, in San Francisco, yeah. And then I went to the trade show at around at 10:30 in the morning. I already had like I ate gelato, 50 pesos, grabe. Trade shows, awesome. 50 peso gelato, and I spent like 20 minutes in a massage chair while looking around and shooting videos and interviewing people in the trade show, looking for people to help in the world of digital marketing. After that, I went directly to the second trade show where I arrived. It's like 28 minutes from Mall of Asia area to SM Aura. 28 minutes. That's a Friday morning. Okay, I went there and I still had time to watch the first 11 to 12:30 session, the first session of the morning of the second trade show I went to. And then I went to lunch. I met some people. Actually, I met a lot of people, and some people recognized me, which is kind of flattering, of course, because I would normally go to this place, nobody recognized me. But in this particular trade show, there are like five people recognized me in the mall and in the trade show, and then asked for a selfie, right? So if you're if you're first time here, you're asking why are people asking you a selfie? It's Google, man. Google my name. It's my name, Jomar Hilary. Okay, and um, yeah, I spent the time there in the trade show. I left early, and I went home. I went home around 5 o'clock, and SM Aura is very near here where I live, so it's like 10 minutes. I'm already home, and it's always the opposite. If there's traffic going this way, I'm usually going the other way. So that's the benefit there. And if I ever experience the traffic, I already accepted it, but not as on a regular basis. I just accept it because I can accept it, but it doesn't have to be regular for me. Okay, that's the good thing there. What other thing? Oh yeah. Do you like restaurants? Do you like restaurants a lot? Like you're like, wow, brand new concept, try it out. So we would normally do that. Babalitaan namin may bagong Yung bagong food court sa stock exchange, ganun. Ganda ng review. When we went there on a Sunday afternoon. Wow, it's a lot of people pa rin on a Sunday afternoon. But we were able to get a seat and bought some of the cheap, it's cheap pala no, dun sa lugar na yun. Bought some of the cheap food there, and we were able to taste the stuff that people talk about a lot. But the reality, however, is not because you can afford to go to restaurants. That's actually the opposite. It's not about affording to go to restaurants. It's affording to cook your own meals, affording to buy your own ingredients, affording to cook your own meals, and really take charge of your own nutrition. It actually, for me, that's the one of the big things about working, earning from online, is that I can buy the ingredients, I can cook them. I don't know how to cook. I just go to Google. Some people go to YouTube. I need a list. I need a list, and I just go buy the ingredients and cook them myself and serve the family. And since I'm here, there's always a constant supply of fruits. So we have a blender here, and I blend fruits in the morning. And once we run out of fruits, I would blend ice, and you create milk tea, homemade milk tea. We actually figured out how to make all these stuff that you buy in malls, the milk teas and the sugar drinks. Yeah, we figured out how to make them at home, so we don't have to buy them. Yeah, you can buy them for a discount using Bookie, by the way. Bookie, buy one take one, Bookie app. But it's expensive. 100 pesos when you can just make them by yourself at home, and you can make an unlimited supply of milk tea at home using actual tea. By the way, using actual expensive tea if you want, or actual cheap tea if you want. It's really just it's your call. Um, Bottom line, you can do that. Like working from home, you can do that. We do that a lot. We actually do that also from even when we were on vacation. We cooked our own meals during vacation. Not because we consider the restaurants expensive. They are. But if you can make your own meals using the ingredients you find around, then why not? They are way healthier. I mean, my body is telling me the stuff we eat is delicious in the restaurant, no good. At least my body is telling me that. It's a different story for you. But stuff we cook here at home, even if I'm the one who made them, my body is saying it's fine, it's good. You should keep eating it. So yeah, so we have a good balance of fruits, vegetables, meat, carbs, all because we can control where we are. I control where I am. I can we can go out on road trips when I realized road trips were actually fine. So this week we're gonna go on another road trip. My goal is to actually do a weekly road trip with the kids, so they can learn about the country and stuff, learn about the history of the country. Well, one big thing that's very good for work earning online is, of course, the ability, if you have the guts and willingness, to teach your own kids, and if you also homeschool them, so all of you don't have to leave the house. So that's what we're doing. We've been doing it for 5 years, teaching the kids at home. We're not teaching 3 kids, and yeah, they're doing digital portfolios. They're learning from YouTube. They're learning how to search, which is a really big skill for any student, any age really. And we're always with them. If you ask who's the barkada are the kids. Our barkada are the kids. Yes, we have other peer groups, yeah, but and one of my kids said, "What's a barkada?" And I said, "Oh, that's us," because we're always spending time together. But we also have other friends outside. Okay, yeah. And Levi said, pati pagko-commute, parang work na din sa bigat ng traffic, but it's good to make good use of your time. Yeah, that's pati pagko-commute, no? Parang work na rin. So, yeah. So, the stuff I'm talking about, these are the benefits of that I've enjoyed as a normal person working online. Um, That's because I do get out a lot. I do meet people. Uh, I go out and I fly. I fly on planes to meet people sometimes. Okay, so it's not because oh you're always at home. Ganun, ganun. Not really, and not all my meetings are online. There are online meetings or online one-on-ones, but I actually go out also uh, to meet people. As I said, in one day I went to a trade show. But one other thing, since Levy said something, thank you so much for the comment, Levy. Really appreciate comments. I One other thing that I could advise you guys is to get yourself a nice uh, drawing pad, something to write on when you are commuting. Let me show you. So you have one of these. This is I always endorse this. You take one of these and get some colored pens and you start writing your ideas down, not on your phone, because if you do this, you get to diagram stuff, create diagrams, and then maybe you can create something while you're sitting there waiting for the traffic to finish. Maybe you can create a course like I do. I create a course on paper. Right? So I think on paper. So if you are the kind of person who think on paper, that's great. Another thing that I actually do in traffic, which I appreciate a lot, is to make sure I have an audiobook already stored on my computer. It's already downloaded in my phone. So I finish audiobooks. I have both fiction and non-fiction audiobooks. Sometimes when I take a break, I listen to a fiction audiobook, and when I really want to learn, I get a book that's meaningful to me, like a marketing book. For example, giving an example, bad example, but still an example. Malcolm Gladwell's newest book, Talking to Strangers, kind of useless. Kind of useless in marketing, really. But anyway, I still haven't thought through it. I finished the book already last week. Parang useless yung libro ni Malcolm Gladwell for marketers or for marketing. I think he's just doing it to make a statement to the Americans that you fool, parang ganun, parang ganun. But anyway, I finished that book. It's still in the bookstores. It just came out. I've already finished it. Already going through other fiction books now because I'm finished with that one already. So one thing you can do, a success, with your wasted time on commutes, is you write down what you learned from that audiobook. So you listen, right? Mama, tulog ka na. When you wake up, don't listen. Write down what you remember, and make something out of it. Make something out of what you remember. Make a poster, make a video, make something, make content probably, because you don't have a choice. If you're gonna start earning from the internet, you have to learn how to make content. If you sell something, let's say in Udemy, you have to make content to promote it. If you sell something in Lazada or Shopee, you still have to make content to promote it. Pictures, videos, and stuff like that. Gawin mo na lang sa phone mo. Hindi na kailangan ngayon ng tablets. Hindi na kailangan ng phone. Laptops, you just need the phone. And just use the time in traffic to make content. And hopefully you'll have something to show for instead of like inaanto ka lang ganun. Kasi not every day na may kasama kang boyfriend or girlfriend sa commute, right? Hindi mo manliligaw sa'yo ng 4 na oras pa uwi. It's not every day that's gonna happen. So find a way to output some content, right? Oh, another thing that you can do, super important, and maybe this will be a resurgence, meaning the rise of great things, is to start writing handwritten letters to people you care about. For example, me. Write me a handwritten letter and then send it to me by mail. Kung tamad ka talaga, picturean mo, pero ang corny mo naman. Handwritten yan, ipadala mo, punitin mo, ipadala mo sa mail. Okay? If you want to know my address is EPM mo, tanongin mo sa akin yung address ko. My address is actually public, it's online, it's not a secret. So handwritten stuff, give it to your office mate, give it to your boss, give it to your wife, husband when you're there. Don't write about the terrors and the frustration of being in traffic. Just love letters. No? Thank you letters. Letters of gratitude. Sulat mo habang traffic ka para may output ka na more than online. No? It's an output of gratitude. And sabi nga ng mga sobrang yaman, hindi ako sigurado. Sabi lang nila. Ang secret daw to great wealth is gratitude. Okay? Sabi nila, fine, gratitude. So, alam mo bang, sabi lang nila in hindsight lang nila sinasabi yan sa totoo lang. The return of fragrant stationaries. Pwede na rin, pero remember, you're writing on moving vehicles. It's gotta be stronger na stationary. Like this one, this is strong. Yeah, enough. Diba? Medyo may hardback dapat yung stationary mo, di ba? Ayan, nakalimutan ko sabihin ko. Ayun. Yan. Sabi ng mayayaman daw, feeling ko okay. Feeling ko, they're saying this in hindsight lang. Na kailangan daw grabe yung gratitude mo pag ikaw ay para yumaman ka daw. Though, whenever I hear that and people say something like, this is how I become wealthy, ganyan. Hindi naman gratitude yung ginamit na for wealthy. Hindi gratitude. Ginamit nila minsan yung nila, lakas ng loob. Hindi naman gratitude. Lakas ng loob. Hindi gratitude. Or, basta they do stuff, no? That spells out wealth for them. And it's not gratitude. Gratitude may be a big part of it, but really, it's more of being the right time, the right place, having the right skill, in the right situation, and all those things. It's not just gratitude. If you're just saying thank you all the time, even in the most sincere way, kung wala ka naman skill, hindi ka nagbibigay ng value, thank you ka lang ng thank you, duda ako kung enough yun, thank you ka lang ng thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I don't think so. Though, wala naman akong qualification din kasi hindi pa ako super rich, right? So, yun lang. Yeah. Actually, bilog to. Earning online is a circle, really. You have to balance all these other stuff there because you can balance them. Health, wealth, everything, relationships, friends, you can balance them in a nice circle. If you've heard of circle graphs, ganun. And yeah, and that's the truth. That's the truth for earning online. Daming benefits na personally I've taken for granted for the last 10 years. Yeah. Freedom, grabe, freedom. Kailan kayo pupunta sa ganyan? Teka lang, isipin ko lang, kailan ko gusto. Ganun lang. Hindi yun kailan ako available. Kailan ko gustong pumunta sa ganun. Ang dali mag-book ng flights. Alam mo kung bakit? Kailan mo ba gusto? Ayoko pa Hindi na ako mag-book ng flight. When I look at the calendar of flights, yung pupunta sa isang country, tapos makikita ko yung calendar kung nasan yung rates. Magkano yung flight sa day na yon. I just pick the lowest day. Just pick the lowest day of departure and pick the lowest day for arrival. I don't even have to check my calendar much because most of the time it's available. Right? It's available. So pick the day, mura. Pick the day, mura. I get to travel cheaper without considering pa schedules. Kasi nga, you earn from home. You homeschool. Okay? Sabi ni Anne, this is drawing pad. This is a drawing pad. So 75 pesos na sketch pad. This used to be 50 pesos. I mean, like months ago, it was 50. Now it's 75 bucks. 72 bucks. They changed prices. So this is a sketchbook that I buy from the bookstore. There are a lot more expensive ones, but this is the cheapest I use because I go through a lot of these. Kaya I don't have to get the really expensive ones. Paper quality is great though. Okay. So, yan ang aking message for today, especially those who are, both advanced and not advanced. Be open to multiple streams. If you don't have multiple streams, bilisan mo, gumawa ka na ng multiple streams. Because being a virtual assistant or earning online is getting into business, and businesses go up and down, up and down, up and down. So most business people, if they're smart, they have multiple streams of sources of income. So when their main business goes down, there's another stream coming in to rescue them, and or several streams supporting them. So that down, that big thing that went down is so fine. It's fine. So it goes down. Okay lang. Ganon. So I'll discuss more about that, if you like. But thanks so much for joining me here in Facebook and Instagram. And in Instagram, there's no replay, right? I think. Feeling ko lang. And yeah, thank you for joining me. I'll see you on Monday again, 9 p.m. When you think about something else to show. I have some people lined up for interview, pero hindi ko siya nakakausap. So, watch out for that. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. This is Joe Mahilari. I'll see you soon.